Well, welcome back for game 2. We are getting ready to play some baseball here. And let's go through the starting lineups for both squads. For the TCS Post grad Axemen, led by fourth-year head coach Jeff Robinson. Here's the lineup he's put down. Nick Duran will lead off in left field. Nick Ellington will bat second in right field. Alec Williams moves to short, bats third. Cleanup hitter will be first baseman Brad Halleck. Batting fifth, the third baseman Michael Villalon. Batting sixth, the catcher Warren Sammons. Batting seventh, DH Lupe Puentes. Batting eighth, the second baseman Panama Mendez. Batting ninth is the center fielder Trey Thomas. On the mound for the Axemen, 6'2" and 195, left-handed 2018 product of Sonora, California, Kyle Norton. Defensively for the Apaches, some new faces in the lineup for game 2. Heath Hood in left, Ben Zagelski in center. Nick Willoughby gets the nod in right field. Ty Meisner at third, Jacoby Bogue at short. Jaron Burks will get the start at second base in game 2. Seth Ballinger will start at first base. Kendall Price behind the plate. And on the mound, the right-hander Tanner McNamara, 0-0 with a 3.60 ERA. It's his 10th appearance of the year. This is his first start of the season for McNamara. Tanner McNamara, 6'3", 185 out of College Station. Freshman. First pitch of the ball game, 4:20. We are underway. And it's a ball. It's 1-0. McNamara going to go from the stretch. Outside corner, called strike one. Apaches win the opener 7-6. Walk-off single by Jason Ballou. Try to make it 3 in a row here. In Tyler, Texas, we're at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Mike Carter Field. It's going to come off my out of my memory banks here. Game time temperature 65 degrees. We got a westerly breeze that's kind of died down at moments, but now it's picking up even as I say that. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, third base. Backhanded by Meisner. Long throw. Got him. Nicely done by Ty Meisner. Boy, he took that ball way behind the bag at third. Made a long, strong throw over to Ballinger for out number 1. That will bring up the right fielder, Nick Ellington. And what a game Ellington had in the opener. 5 RBI, a double, and a homer. It's 3 for 4 in the game. First pitch is in there, strike one. Easily the offensive star of the game for the Axemen. 0-1 pitch off the plate and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, misses inside. 2-1. High pop-up. Center field, Zagelski drifts over into right center, makes the grab for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Alec Williams, the shortstop. Williams started at second base in the opener, but an injury to Tyler Linweber. And we did see him taken off maybe to a clinic here in town. He looked like he twisted his left leg on a pop-up. Hopefully, obviously, best wishes to him. He's actually a Tyler commit, so hopefully that won't be a big-time injury and won't be too long. We'll see him out here at Mike Carter Field. 1-0 pitch off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Tanner McNamara in his first start of the season. His 10th appearance overall, 0-0 with a 3.60 ERA. 15 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts to 10 walks from the freshman from College Station. 2 balls and 1 strike. McNamara likes to work from the stretch. The pitch. Fastball gets away, and it's 3-1. And that's ball 4, so a 2-out walk to Williams will bring up Brad Halleck. First walk of the game for McNamara. Halleck 0 for 4 in the opener. Struck out a couple of times, actually struck out 3 times and grounded out the third. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Oh, 1. Check swing, called a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Apaches back in their pinstripes, and the TCS Post grad group in their blue tops, the gray pants, got the black and white trim. TCS across the front. There's a wild pitch by McNamara, gets away from Kendall Price. Down to second goes Williams. So runner at second now with 2 away and a 1-2 count on cleanup hitter Brad Halleck. Halleck, the 2018 product from Louisville. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for McNamara, and it's the final out of the first half of the first inning. The Apaches will get their first look at Kyle Norton when we return. Still scoreless here in Tyler, Texas, at Mike Carter Field. All right, let's bring you back a little early and go through the Tyler lineup. Here's the lineup Coach Wren has put on his scorecard for Game 2. Leading off, the right fielder, Nick Willoughby. And if memory serves, Nick Willoughby is a TCS Post grad. So he'll lead it off in right field. Shortstop, Jacoby Bogue back second. Bogue was in the 9 hole in the opener. Ty Meisner bats third. He was second in the opener. Jason Ballou moves up from 6 to 4. And a couple of huge hits, one to tie, one to win it in the opening game. Heath Hood back in the 5 spot in left field. Seth Ballinger gets the nod as the starter at first base. He'll bat 6th. Ben Zagelski is the center fielder. He'll bat 7th. The catcher, Kendall Price, will bat 8th. And the second baseman, Jaron Burks, will bat in the 9 spot for Coach Wren. Defensively for TCS, Nick Duran starts in left. Trey Thomas back in center. Nick Ellington back in right field. Michael Villalon at third. Alec Williams moves from second to short here in Game 2. Panama Mendez at second base. Brad Halleck moves from DH to first base here in the second ball game. No, that's not right. He played first the first game. Warren Sammons moves from DH to catcher. That was what I got myself ahead of schedule there. Sammons is the catcher, and on the mound, left-handed 2018 grad from Sonora, California, 6'2" and 195, Kyle Norton. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to up the middle and can't get there. Williams gave chase and left his feet, but it's a single for Nick Willoughby. So Willoughby aboard with nobody out here in the first inning. Here is Jacoby Bogue. Bogue was 2 for 3 in the opener. Infield single and a solo home run. Wren slides him into the 2 slot here for game 2. Left-hander Kyle Norton from the stretch. First pitch is off the plate, ball 1. So the catcher is Warren Sammons. Sammons was the DH in the opener. Sammons is a Tyler commit, 2018 grad from Spring Oak Ridge High School. Scheduled to come to Apache land next year. He's behind the plate here in game 2. And he was the DH in the opener. 2 balls, no strikes to Jacoby Bogue. And that ball's high. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the 3-0. In there for a strike. Willoughby was leaning there, and the pickoff keeps him close. Willoughby does have 3 steals and 3 tries. He hasn't been thrown out yet this year. Pitch. Line shot, left field corner. If it stays fair, it's trouble, and it does. 2 hops the fence. Bogue on his way to second. Stand-up double for Jacoby Bogue. And he stays hot at the plate for the Apaches. Got a pitch he liked, and he drilled it into the corner. 2 hopped the fence. Willoughby to third base, second and third. Nobody out for Ty Meisner. Meisner was 0 for 2 in the opener. He walked, laid down a sac bunt, and got hit by a pitch. In 5 plate appearances, only 2 official at-bats. Struck out and popped up to short. Here's the first pitch to Meisner. In there, strike 1. Big left-hander, 6'2" and 195. Kyle Norton going from the windup with second and third, no one out. Apaches have had 2 batters and 2 base hits. Here's the pitch. Low. Good block there by Sammons. Pop up right field. Ellington's going to drift back. That ball's going to carry toward the warning track, and it'll be a run for the Apaches. Sac fly by Meisner. And that'll move the runners and give the Apaches a 1-0 lead. So Bogue over to third base with 1 away, and Jason Ballou steps in. Well, Ballou was the DH in the opener. He's the DH here, and struck out looking and grounded out to short his first 2 at-bats, but then a big RBI double in the 6th that tied it, and an RBI single in the 9th that won it. 2 for his last 3 at-bats. First pitch was a swing and a miss, strike 1. Norton from the windup. 0-1 pitch, thought he went. They're going to check it, and boy, no go. Those shadows will start creeping here momentarily. Sun's been out all day. Beautiful day at the ballpark. 65 degrees here at game time. The humidity continues to drop. 33% humidity as we started this one. I've got a west breeze now at 10. It's starting to die off a bit. Opener, we had a west-northwesterly at 14. Swing and a miss by Jason Ballou. And there is the 4:33 right on time. I got a train track right behind the right field wall out here at Mike Carter. 325 down the lines, 361 in the gaps, 370 straightaway center. 18-foot high wall all the way around. Here's the 2-2. Line shot, left field, base hit. Jason Ballou heating up at the plate. Another RBI for Ballou. 2-0 Apaches. And with one away and one aboard, here's Heath Hood. Hood had a solo home run in the opener. He was 1 for 5. The one hit he got, he made it count. Apaches come out a couple of runs early in this one. There goes the runner, throw to second, not in time. Ballou steals a bag. Jason Ballou, steal number 3 of the year. He's now 3 for 7 on the year. One-0 pitch off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes to Heath Hood. Left-hander Kyle Norton from the stretch. Here's the 2-0. Ground ball foul. Coach Hunter acted like he wanted to try to catch that, but he really didn't. Norton comes set, the pitch. That ball's crushed into the left field corner. This will score a run. And it's a double for Heath Hood. It's 3-0 Apaches. Well, Apaches coming out swinging the bats here in game 2. Jump right out with a 3-0 lead. They trailed nearly the whole game in the opener. A 4-run second inning in the opener staked the TCS Post grad group to a lead. Apaches finally tied it in the 6th. Both teams scored a couple runs in the 7th, and we went extra innings. We played 9. And it was a 7-6 walk-off win for the Apaches. Check swing by Ballinger, and right to the first baseman Halleck for out number 2. 3U if you're scoring at the house. That'll move Heath Hood to third base with 2 away. And here's Ben Zagelski for the first time. Zagelski in the opener. One for 3 with a run scored. One hit was an infield single to shortstop. So you got Heath Hood over there at third base. Ground ball foul down the third base line. The Axemen from TCS Post grad in that third base dugout, as the visitors always are here. And the Apaches man the first base dugout. Very little foul territory at this ballpark. And you really got to stay heads up in those dugouts. So close to home plate. 0-1 pitch. Going to miss high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Seventh batter of the inning is Ben Zagelski. From the windup, Norton, the pitch. High, deep, left field, but foul. That's going to head into the bullpen area for TCS Post grad. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Two outs. Hood is at third base. Apaches have strung together 4 base hits to take a 3-0 lead. Big left-hander, 6'2" and 195, Kyle Norton. The pitch. High and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we're probably going to see a parade of pitchers for the Apaches. They've already got somebody thrown in that bullpen. McNamara started the ball game and threw 17 pitches in his first inning of work. Off speed in the dirt, and it's a full count on Ben Zagelski. If Zagelski reaches, Price would be next. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that'll do it for the Apaches in inning number 1. They get 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave a guy on. We'll head to inning number 2. This game is also going to be a 7 unless we go extra again. It's 3-0 Apaches. Michael Villalon will lead off the second inning for the TCS Post grad Axemen. 5, 6, and 7. Villalon, Salmons, and Puente scheduled to hit. It's McNamara back on the mound. Pop up right field. And Willoughby runs over it, makes the grab in foul territory for out number 1. Good hustle by Nick Willoughby as he ran over, had a pretty good distance to run and made a good play. Here's the catcher, Warren Salmons. Salmons was the DH in the opener, 1 for 4 in that ball game. Single to left field. Line shot right at Meisner. 2 outs.
Now that designated hitter, number 11, Lupe Fuentes.
Well, I don't know. Is that 2 pitches? 3 pitches. We got 2 outs in the first 3 pitches of the inning. Yeah. And first pitch swinging. Lupe Puentes swings and misses. He's the DH in this game. In the opener, Puentes started in left field and moved to shortstop after the injury to Lindweber. He was 0 for 4. 3 strikeouts and a ground ball to short. McNamara from the stretch, way inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from McNamara. In there for a strike. It's 2-2. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Fly ball to right and a line shot to Meisner at third. 2-2 pitch, strike 3 called, and that's a second strikeout for Tanner McNamara, and that will end the inning for the Axemen. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0, Tyler. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. 8-9-1 for the Apaches. Kendall Price to lead it off. Price's first plate appearance of the day. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Facing the left-hander, Kyle Norton. 2018 grad from Somerville High School in Sonora, California. A 1 pitch. High but foul, way down the left field line and actually out of the ballpark. Grandmother of Heath. Juanita Hood checking in. Appreciate the live chat. Check in if you want to shoot me a quick note on that message feature on YouTube. Give you a little shout out. And Price Hanks said pop up over our heads on top of the press box. Balls and 2 strikes. Apache scored 3 runs in the first inning off of 4 hits. Single by Willoughby, double by Bogue, single by Ballou, and a double by Hood. 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back into the net. Do it again. Next pitch, pop up, shallow center. Thomas, and actually it's going to be the second baseman. That's Panama Mendez making the running grab for out number 1. Nice play by Mendez. Looked like it was going to fall in. They're kind of chuckling about it now. He's talking to Alec Williams at short. And here's Jaron Burks for the first time today. First pitch to Jaron. In there for a strike. It's 0-1. There's the pitch. And that's off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind up, popped up, right side of the infield. This is Halleck at first base. Boy, stays with it. Wind moving that ball around a little bit on Brad Halleck. He stays with it for out number 2. Back to the top we go. Nick Willoughby. First pitch swinging, fouled straight back. No balls and 1 strike to Willoughby. In there for a strike. 0-2. Willoughby singled to center his first time up. Scored on the sac fly by Meisner. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Apaches' next games after today will be Wednesday. It's Coastal Bend. Cougars come to town for a 4-game series. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 games in Tyler, 3 in Beeville, 2 weeks from this weekend. Next pitch is going to miss low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Willoughby comes into the game today, 231 average. A couple of doubles and an RBI to his credit. Check swing, thought he went. They say no go down at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody aboard. Price popped up to second. Burks popped up to first. 2-2 pitch low, and it's a full count on Nick Willoughby. Well, it's been an absolutely pleasant day out here, other than the breeze that makes it maybe a hair cool. The ball is well hit to center. This is high and deep, and it's got a chance. It's off the wall. Willoughby 2 for 2. He's going to hit second. He might have missed second. Throw to third. He's safe. He came awful close to missing second base there. I don't know if anyone saw it or kind of shifted his stride a bit, and when he did so, thought he missed second, but evidently nobody saw it and they're not going to check it, so it's going to be a triple for Nick Willoughby. It's 2 for 2. Well, anything that goes up like that today is going to have a chance to go further than it normally would. That ball halfway up the wall in center. And wind continues to blow straight out at the ballpark. 370 straight away, 325 down the lines, and 361 in the gaps here at Mike Carter. Of course, the 18-foot-high wall all the way around. 1-0 pitch to Bogue in there for a strike. Bogue doubled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Jacoby comes into the doubleheader. 263 average for the Apaches. 1-1 pitch misses high. It's 2-1. One pitch. Pop up right field. This should end the inning. Ellington drifts in from right field and makes the grab for the final out. So the Apaches, a 2-out triple by Willoughby is stranded, and we will head to the 3rd inning. Your score remains Tyler Junior College 3 and the TCS Post grad 0. All right, the Apaches have gone to the bullpen for the first time. Jacob Blatney will take over. 6'2" and 205, right-hand sophomore at Conroe Oak Ridge High School. For Blatney, it's outing number 13 of the year. He's got 6 starts under his belt. 4-1 with a 3.79 ERA. 35 and 2/3 innings, 48 strikeouts, 16 walks for the sophomore from Conroe, Jacob Blatney. Pop up left field on the first pitch, and you shield your eyes a bit and make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. That was Panama Mendez for the first time today. And Heath Hood shields the sun out of his eyes and makes the catch for out number 1. Here's the 9-hitter, Trey Thomas. And Thomas was the leadoff batter in the opener. He's down to the 9 spot here in game 2. First pitch is in there, strike 1. 1 for 4 in the opener. Did have a run scored, single to center for his only hit. Next pitch is in there, and it's quickly 0-2. So I'm going to guess we're going to see a number of pitchers here as well in game 2 for the Apaches. Off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So McNamara closed the book on him. He faces 7 batters in 2 innings of work. Struck out 1, walked 1, and throwing 25 pitches. Full count now on Trey Thomas. Blatney from the windup. Ground ball, first base side, foul. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. First strikeout for Blatney. 3rd strikeout for Tyler Pitchers. 2 away here in the 3rd. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Nick Duran grounded out to 3rd base in the first at bat of the ball game. Duran got 1 at bat in the opener. That was in the 9th. Led the 9th off with a walk. Eventually was caught stealing. Pitch is in there. I think we're 1-1 here. Waves at an off-speed pitch, and it's 1-2. Ball got away from him outside. Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody aboard. Top of inning number 3. Playing 7 here in the nightcap. Pitch. No, actually, time is called now. As Duran asked for and was granted time by the home plate umpire. That pitch misses low. And the count is now full. Payoff pitch. Off the plate, ball 4. Blatney thought he had a strikeout. Second walk of the ball game for Tyler Pitchers. First walk for Blatney. With 2 outs, that's going to bring up Nick Ellington. Flew out to center field his first time up in this ball game. Duran, the leadoff hitter at first base, probably looking to get to second here. Off the hands, it's out in no man's land. Ballinger will flip it over to Blatney for the final out. 3-1 if you're scoring at the house. And that will do it for the Axemen in the third inning. We'll head to the bottom half. The score remains the Apaches 3 and the Axemen from TCS Post grad 0. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. 3, 4, and 5 for the Apaches. It would be Meisner, Ballou, and Hood. New pitcher for TCS Post grad, Zach Reef, 6'2 and 205, right-hander. 2018 graduate of Temecula, California. Great Oak High School in California. Temecula. I say that. Line drive, right field, base hit. First pitch swinging was Ty Meisner. He liked what he saw, and he drilled it into right field for a single. So here's Ballou for the second time. RBI single for Jason. Third RBI of the day for Ballou. Did a good job in that opener. A couple of hits and a couple of RBIs at crucial moments. One to tie it in the sixth and one to win it in the bottom of the ninth. 3-0 Apaches, 3-6-0 for the Tyler Apaches, 0-0-0 for TCS Post grad. Pitch misses inside, and it did graze him, so he's going to take first base. So a hit batter makes it first and second, and Mr. Coach Robinson is going to come out and talk to the umpire. He's going to argue that somehow he was talked into that hit batter. He'll walk away frustrated, but Apaches will have first and second with no one out. Here's Heath Hood. Zach Reef, the stretch, the pitch. Just off the plate, ball one. Heath Hood doubled to left field his first time up. He's 1 for 1. A couple RBIs on the day. Had a solo homer in game 1 today. From the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Going to miss. 2-0. Not a bad time to work on some stuff here. First and second in the third of a 7-inning game. You might think about moving the runners here with a sacrifice or maybe even a hit and run with 2 guys on. There they go, and there it is, the hit and run. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Just maybe try to just work on some stuff here. Try to open this thing up a bit. This next week you'll have some meaningful games against the Coastal Bend Cougars. Two and 1 is the count. Reef from the set, the pitch misses high. 3-1. So Ballinger waits on deck. If Heath Hood should reach here. Nobody out, 2 aboard. Apaches already lead 3-0. Ground ball hits the bag and goes into left. Runner will score. 4-0 Apaches. Hustling into third, and you get there. Good hustle there by Ballou. It's a double for Heath Hood. 2 doubles in the ball game. And 2 RBI. Apache left fielder. 4-0 Apaches. Second and third. Nobody out. Ballinger hit a ball to the first baseman his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Going to show bunt, pull back. Ball 1. Again, it's opportunity. Situational at bat right here for Ballinger, and excellent time for some of these Apache batters to, in real time in a ball game, be forced to do some things that will be meaningful here in the coming few days against Coastal. And then beyond there into the playoffs. It's 4-0 Tyler here in the bottom of inning number 3. 4-7-0 for the Apaches now. Ballinger making sure he's got the signs correct. 2 balls and no strikes. Zach Reef on the mound for the TCS club, and he shows bunt, pulls back. And it's 3-0 now to Ballinger. So if Ballinger reaches, then it would be Ben Zagelski stepping in. And we saw Ballinger take a rip 3-0 in the opener, in a situation where he could have won the game. And I think right here he'd have green light as well. Looks like got a right-hander tossing in the bullpen for the TCS Post grad group. See a coach looking down there, telling him to speed it up. He squares around and takes ball 4. So, first walk of the game for Zach Reef, and actually the first walk for either pitcher. Norton didn't walk anybody. So the bases are loaded with Apaches for Ben Zagelski. Zagelski struck out swinging in his first at-bat. 387 on the season for the Apache center fielder. Here's the first pitch. Called a strike. Outside corner fastball. Infield playing, they're way in on the corners. And the middle guys are sort of double play depth here. Probably could turn 2 if they got the right kind of ball. 4-0 Apaches, the 0-1. In there for a strike, it's 0-2. Well, now you got to go to work if you're Zagelski. Kendo Price waits on deck for Tyler. Zach Reef, 2018 Tenecula, California product. That pitch missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, maybe not. Zagelski credited with his second strikeout of the ball game. That's could be a big out there. As, now a double play will end the inning. Here's Kendall Price. He popped up to second base. Back in the second inning, he's 0 for 1. Just off the plate, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Solid strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Apaches trying to add to a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of inning number 3. They've already scored 1 run. Meisner led the inning off with a single to right. Ballou got hit by a pitch, and then it was an RBI double off the bat of Heath Hood. Went right off the third base bag. Breaking pitch just missed. And I think they called a balk. Zach Reef evidently did not come to a discernible pause, and all the runners will advance. It's another run. So, Coach Robinson out to talk to his pitcher. And that kind of looked like he was talking to the umpire there, because he really was kind of facing the umpire while he talked to his pitcher. Zach Reef do have some rigorous activity in that TCS bullpen. Second and third, still 1 out. 5-0 Tyler. We're at the 8th spot in the Apache lineup. Kendall Price, the pitch. And 2 balls and a strike on Price. As here comes the 5-12 right on time. Umpires realize they're out of position here. Quickly maneuver themselves to where they belong. Reef comes set. Price going to show bunt again. There it is, first base side, and that'll get a run in. You flip it to first for the second out. So a safety squeeze executed well by Kendall Price. Gets a run in. He'll get an RBI. It'll go 3-4 on the sacrifice. And it's 6-0 Apaches. Ballinger over at third with 2 away. Here's Jaron Burks. He popped up to the first baseman his first time up, 0 for 1. First pitch to Jaron, high, ball 1. Six, 7-0 now for the Apaches. Zeros across the board for TCS Post grad. Fouled off. Fastball. Burks has a nice rip at it. Fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff hitter Nick Willoughby waits on deck. He's having a nice ball game. 2 for 2. Off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Two 1 pitch is high, 3-1. Apaches scored 3 in the first, and they have matched that with 3 more here in the third. Ground ball to second. This is Mendez. And there's the inning. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. The Apaches, 3 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1 on. We'll head to the 4th inning. This is a 7-inning ball game. 6-0 Apaches. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. Top of the fourth, 3, 4, and 5 for TCS Post grad. Alec Williams, Brad Halleck, and Michael Villalon scheduled to hit. Williams will step in. He walked his first time up. First pitch misses for ball 1. Williams was 0 for 4 in the opener. Pop up left side. Not sure it's going to stay in the ballpark. And boy, you just can't quite get there. Heath Hood gave chase. And that fell just out of the reach of Hood. And you had both Meisner and Bogue running down there in that corner. And nobody could reach it. Bounced about 5 feet off the fence line there and out of play. Blatney back on the mound. That pitch is going to miss high. Line drive foul on the third base line. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the fourth. Scheduled 7-inning game. Apaches barely, and that ball went off the foot of Williams. So now you got a base runner on with nobody out. Blatney lets that one get away from him. Here's Brad Halleck, struck out swinging to end the first inning. Apaches scored 3 in the first, 3 more in the third. We're at the top of the fourth. First ball game went extra innings, but we played 9. Both these, this was scheduled as a 7-7 doubleheader. Here's the pitch. White check swing, thought he might have gone. Did not go. Ball 1. Williams at first, Halleck at the plate. Over the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pickoff gets away, and pretty good hustle by Ballinger. Okay, so Victoria and Jennifer are my Chinese daughters at the house. Big shout out to them online. Not sure if they're listening right now, but if they are, welcome to 1501. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch off the plate. 2-2 to Brad Halleck. So I'm not sure if they've left the house yet or not, but they're headed out to the ballpark. So shout out to our new home guests. Look forward to getting to know them a little bit. Beautiful day to come out and watch a little baseball. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The pitch. Yes, he did. Strike 3. Halleck strikes out for the 2nd time in the ball game. 2nd strikeout for Blatney. 4th strikeout overall for Tyler pitching. Here's Michael Villalon. Flew out to Willoughby in right field. Willoughby had a long way to go and ran just past the foul line to haul it in back in the 2nd inning. Villalon 0 for 1. First pitch misses 1-0. Villalon 1 for 3 in the opener. Scored scored a run in that 4-run second inning in game 1. Line drive and caught. Actually, a looping liner, not really a line drive. Villalon is out. Nice sliding catch by Willoughby for out number 2.
52, Warren Sammons.
So here's Warren Sammons with 2 outs and 1 aboard. Catcher lined out, hit a rocket right at Ty Meisner's first time up. He's 0 for 1. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Six, 7, and 0 for the Apaches. Zeros across the board for TCS Post grad. Look out in the Apache dugout. That ball a little tardy on the swing by Sammons and goes off the netting in front of the Apache dugout. Blatney from the set. Here's the pitch. Boy, way high on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 6-0 Apaches. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That'll end the inning. 3rd strikeout for Blatney, 5th strikeout of the ball game for Tyler pitching. And the hit batter to lead off the inning is stranded. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 4. Score remains Tyler 6, TCS Post grad 0. Top of the Apache lineup as we go to the bottom of inning number 4. Nick Willoughby leads it off. He's 2 for 2. Line shot foul. Look out, Coach Hunter on the third base line. No balls and 1 strike. Willoughby all over that pitch. Zach Reeve came on in the 3rd inning, and he'll stay in there for the 4th. Willoughby a single to center and a triple to center his last time up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, zeros across the board for the Axemen. In game 2, Apaches have used 2 pitchers. Got another guy getting loose down there in the bullpen. We're likely to Blatney, 31 pitches so far. Reef started the inning with 23. Pop up out of play to the right side. Look out. That's a Youngsters down there, mom covering her head. Here's the 2-2. Boy, just low. Pretty good spot right there. Willoughby gets the call. Full count on Nick Willoughby. Zach Reef, big right-hander from Temecula, California. Boy, really good pitch. Warren Sammons thought he had strike 3 and was about to throw it to third. And Willoughby gets the call. A couple of good pitches there. I'm not sure I could have taken either one of them with 2 strikes. And we'll see here. It's the first walk and the second walk of the ball game for Zach Reef. And that'll bring up Jacoby Bogue. 1 for 2. He doubled to left and scored in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Well, the Apaches, 3 runs in the first, 3 in the second. I'm sorry, 3 in the third. 3-0 and 3. And they have their leadoff batter aboard here in the 4th. Another pickoff attempt. Willoughby stepping a dive back. Looking in, kind of as this, almost gestured as, you know, can I go here? There he goes. Pop up, shallow center field. This is Thomas making the grab for out number 1. So 1 out, and this is Ty Meisner now for the 3rd time. Sac fly in the first, and a single to right field in the 3rd inning. Meisner 0 for 2 in the opener. 1 for 1 in this game with a run scored and an RBI. The sacrifice fly in the first inning drove in Nick Willoughby. First pitch to Meisner, called a strike. Pretty good lead by Willoughby. We've already seen him take off once. Pretty good secondary, but pitch missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And pretty good hit and run count right here. Here's the pitch. Not going. This ball's well hit the left, but foul. And it hits on top of the batting cages down in the left field corner. This ballpark got batting cages in both corners. Really a great place to play, but also to practice. Got 3 full batting cages out here and bullpens on both sides. Get a lot done in a practice session. And even more so now with the artificial turf. You don't have to worry about the weather. There goes Willoughby, throw to second base. Boy, right there. Got him. What a throw from Warren Sammons. It's a rocket. He threw it from his knees. Impressive. Willoughby is out on the caught stealing. Salmons looked like he was off balance there. Somehow threw a missile right to the bag. And there's 2 away. Impressive right there. Fly ball, right field. This should do it. And it is L9. So Meisner hits the ball pretty hard, but right at Ellington in right field. So that'll do it. Warren Salmons, the future Apache, guns down Nick Willoughby, the former Axeman from TCS Post grad. We'll head to the 5th inning. Your score remains 6-0 Apaches. Apaches have gone to their bullpen once again. 7, 8, 9 for the TCS Post grad. It's Lupe Puentes, struck out looking his first time up, 0 for 1. This is Casey Pelton on the mound, 6'3" and 205, right-handed freshman from Tyler's All Saints High School. 1-0 pitch is in there, strike 1. For Casey Pelton, 1-0 on the year, his 8th appearance of the year. He does have 1 start. 1-0 with a 2.53 ERA, 10 2/3. 13 strikeouts to 9 walks for the freshman from Tyler, Casey Pelton. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lupe Puentes. Pelton from the windup. Here's the pitch. Just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Puentes strikes out for the 2nd time in the ball game. Pelton gets his first strikeout, 6th strikeout of the ball game for Tyler pitching. And here is Panama Mendez. Flew out to left field his first time up. Just had 1 plate appearance so far. Did not play in the opener. First pitch. In there for a strike, it's 0-1. 3rd pitcher of the day for the Apaches. McNamara started the ball game, and it was Blatney in the 3rd. And now it's Pelton here in the 5th. Blatney ends up with 31 pitches. McNamara had thrown 25 in his outing today. The Axemen from TCS Post grad have used 2 arms, Kyle Norton and Zach Reef. 0-2 pitch coming up. Check swing, thought he went. Price will rifle it down there for out number 2. So with 2 away, here's the 9-hitter, Trey Thomas. Well, zeros across the board here. Apaches use their 3rd pitcher. Looking back here, only 3 Axemen have reached base here in this ball game. Williams reached on a walk in the first inning. Duran walked in the 3rd inning. And Williams got hit by a pitch in the 4th. That's it. 2 balls and no strikes to Trey Thomas. Pelton with the wind and the pitch. Called a strike. Ground ball to short. And this is Bogue. Throws across. And that's it. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for TCS in their half of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom half. It's still 6-0 Apaches. Jason Ballou will lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th. Apaches lead at 6-0. Ballou, Hood, and Ballinger scheduled to hit. Foul ball off to the right side, 0-1. Zach Reef back on the mound for TCS. Came on in the 3rd inning. It's pitch number 37. 0-1. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like he got a little activity down in that Axemen bullpen. I'm not sure Axemen is a official mascot of the TCS program. That ball's drilled to left center. And Ballou just one-hopped the fence. And Ballou starting to swing a hot bat for the Apaches. It's his 2nd hit in the ball game. And he had a double in the opener, so 4 hits in the doubleheader for Jason Ballou. He leads this inning off with a 2-bagger, and here's Heath Hood. Speaking of 2-baggers, Heath Hood's got 2 of them. 2 RBIs, 2 doubles. Apaches trying to add on to a 6-0 lead here. Off the plate, ball 1. Hood had a solo home run in the opener. Had a nice day at the plate in the doubleheader. Apaches trying to go to 34-9. 1-0 pitch. Check swing. That's fouled off, out of play. off the plate. 3 balls and a strike to Heath Hood. Off the plate, and it's a walk to Hood. So that'll bring up Seth Ballinger. And that's going to be all for Zach Reef. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we return. Ballinger up with 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-0 Apaches. All right, Seth Ballinger will face the new pitcher. And the new pitcher is Patrick Lopez, 2018 grad of Kennedy, Texas. Ballinger squares around a bunt and fouls it straight back. Strike 1. 5'10" and 175, a right-hander. Patrick Lopez will take over for Zach Reef. Reef ended up throwing 44 pitches in his outing. And now it's time for Patrick Lopez to try to slow down the Apache offense. They lead at 6-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ballinger going to square around again off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a bunt that's fouled off to the first base side. Two balls and 2 strikes. Off the plate, it's a full count to Ballinger. Ballinger grounded out to first base his first time up. Drew a walk last time. 2 on, nobody out. 6-0 Apaches. Bottom of the 5th inning. Got Zagelski waiting on deck. Patrick Lopez, the stretch, the pitch. Pop up, shallow left field. This could be trouble, and it is. Falls in for a single. Ballinger, a seeing eye bloop hit. And the bases are loaded with Apaches. Nobody out for Ben Zagelski. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Zagelski 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He's got a chance to extend a 6-0 lead here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Kendall Price waits on deck. Lopez from the stretch, the pitch. Oh, he waited and waited and waited some more and just does get a piece of that. Balls and 2 strikes. Ballou at third, Hood at second, Ballinger at first. And Zagelski at the plate for the Apaches. 6-9-0 for Tyler, 0-0-0. TCS Post grad. Here's the pitch. Well, it looked like he lost his footing on that. One ball, 2 strikes. Zagelski 0 for 3 in the opener. That ball gets away and back to the backstop, and a run comes home. A wild pitch is going to move everybody along, and it's 7-0 Apaches. Still no one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ballou led the inning off with a double, a walk, and a single, and a wild pitch. Here's the 1-2. Boy, he tripped again. Looks like Lopez having a little trouble with his footing on that mound. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody away. Shadows are going to start creeping here as the afternoon progresses. Sun drops to the west. Payoff pitch. He fell again, but fly ball deep to center. Going back on the warning track is Thomas. He'll corral that one for first out of the inning. It's a sac fly for Zagelski. RBI. Hood comes home, and Ballinger to third base. 8-0 Apaches. Here's Kendall Price. First pitch was in there. Strike one to Kendall Price. Popped up to second. Laid down a bunt his last time up. Actually a squeeze bunt. Got an RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ballinger down at third base. Represents the 9th run of the ballgame. 1-1 with 1 away. Well, if the run rule is in effect here, Price would represent the game-ending run if he finds a way on base. Little foul ball on the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well hit, high left field, and off the fence. Kendall Price drove that ball over the left fielder Nick Duran's head, and it's 9-0 Apaches. A double for Price, an RBI. Ballinger scores easily, and now with only 1 out, Jaron Burks has got a chance to possibly end this ball game. I don't know. I haven't discussed run rule, but I guess we'll figure out if they start walking off the field here if Price scores. 9-0. 9-10-0. Now there's another item of business here. TCS have zeros across the board. Wild pitch is going to put Price at third base. So now a 1-0 count, a wild pitch could end the game with nothing but zeros on the board for the Axemen. We'll see. Not 100% sure that we're going to play a run rule after 5 here, but infielder's playing way in, so I think we are. Line drive up the middle, and I think that's your ball game. We'll see. And that is your ball game. It's a 10-0 run rule shortened ball game, and it's a no-hitter. A combined no-hitter for McNamara, Blatney, and Pelton. And that'll do it. Just like that. Boy, RBI single for Burks up the middle. And your final line score. Apaches 10 runs on 11 hits. They don't commit an error. And no runs, no hits, and no errors for the TCS Post grad Axemen. Go back and relive some of the highlights here. First inning, Nick Willoughby leads the game off for the Apaches. A single, Bogue doubled, sac fly by Meisner, a single by Ballou, a double by Hood, and it was 3-0 Apaches. No runs in the second, 3 runs in the third inning, and that was a leadoff single by Meisner, a RBI double by Hood, and a squeeze bunt by Price accounted for the 3 runs in inning number 3. And then the Apaches end up putting 4 runs on the board in the 5th inning. A double that led the inning off by Ballou, who ends up going 2 for 2. A walk to Hood, a single by Ballinger, sac fly by Zagelski, a double by Price, and a single by Burks, and that was it. Just like that, 10-0. Even more interesting is the fact that Tanner McNamara Jacob Blatney and Casey Pelton throw a combined no-hitter in 5 innings. They struck out 7 TCS Post grad batters, and let's see, I don't know if they walked anyone. They did. They walked 2 and hit 1. So a combined no-hitter for McNamara, Blatney, and Pelton. And this game is in the books. So the Apaches sweep a doubleheader. First game was a walk-off extra inning win, 7-6. TJC won the first game. And this nightcap, a 10-0 win. And run rule shortened 5 innings. And so that'll do it for the Apaches until Wednesday. Their next ball games will be against the Coastal Bend Cougars. And those are the games we've been waiting for all season long. So the Cougars come to town in a few days. They'll play a 4-game series. Let's make sure we got the times right before we announce them once again. The Wednesday ball game, a noon single 9-inning game here at Mike Carter Field. The Thursday's a doubleheader, 2 7s starting at noon, and then Friday a noon start once again. And that'll be a single 9-inning game. So those are all important games in Region 14. As the Apaches have been waiting all season, they play 7 games against the Coastal Bend Cougars. And the first 4 will be here. The other 3 will be down at Beeville on May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So that'll wrap things up until Wednesday. We will be on the air for a noon game at about 11:45. We'll have interviews with both head coaches. So for the whole athletic department at Tyler Junior College, that includes athletic director Captain Chuck Smith, assistant athletic director Miss Kelsey Weeks, Miss Sherry Hardwood, the whole gang back at WAG Gym, Mr. Ed Atkins and Noah Piles and Jacob Scott up here in the press box. This is Dr. John Gross signing off from Mike Carter Field. The Apaches sweep a doubleheader from TCS Post grad, 7-6 in the opener, and a 10-0 no-hit combined effort by McNamara, Blatney, and Pelton. Until Wednesday, so long, everybody.